to get us started, our first speaker today is going to be Anthony. He is the director at Mass Transit Sun Metro. Anthony, thanks so much for joining us today. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you today?
Doing well, thank you. So, how does Sun Metro celebrate the holidays?
So, Sun Metro has a variety of traditions that we celebrate, for our employees and for to observe the holidays. We do a Transit Employee Appreciation Week in March. We do the 4th of July Employee Cookout, Thanksgiving Bowl Parade, and then Christmas celebrations, which we are here to talk about today. And so we participate in the Winterfest here in El Paso, the Winterfest Parade, and you can see some of the pictures there. But we took the idea of the Slayer Express, and it features a 35-foot fixed route bus, and we also have a service truck that towed a float for the Santa sleigh. Um, so we participated in that. That was in downtown El Paso, and then we had about 50 of our employees walking in the parade to engaging with the community. So we did that, and that's one of our big things that we do every year that we really enjoy doing. So for Christmas stuff, we have 5 days of holiday at Sun Metro. We do uh, 3 employee appreciation meals, and those meals are catered in, and the employees really enjoy that. We do pajama day, and everybody wears pajamas to work, and so everybody's kind of comfortable and relaxed in their pajamas. We also do a disguise Santa Claus contest. We do a wear your favorite holiday accessories, whether that be ties, earrings, hats, whatever you want to wear for the festive holidays. And we do a tree decoration contest. So each division brings in their own tree and decorates it, and we have a contest for the best tree. And then we finally have a ugly sweater contest. But in addition to that, on our streetcar, we have a Jolly Trolley Santa story time, where the kids come and Sun Metro partners with the El Paso Public Library, and Santa Claus reads stories to the kids. And then we have a very Grinch ride. So the Grinch boards the streetcar and entertains the children with stories, do meet and greet, they do sing-alongs, and we have photo opportunities for that. And then finally, we do the streetcar pajama ride, where a conductor and Santa Claus reenact the experience from the movie Polar Express. And then the kids are encouraged to wear pajamas to that, and they receive their Believe Bell that day when they participate. And so at Sun Metro, we're really excited when the holidays come. Obviously, just like all of us, we work with the community, have to stay in touch with the community, but we try to do these events internal and external. So the community knows that we are engaged with them and concerned about what they do, and that we celebrate the holidays with the community in general. And so that's what I have for you today. Thank you.
I love that. I want to get involved in this Christmas tree decorating contest. I bet that gets pretty competitive.
Yeah, we have about 20 trees up in Sun Metro headquarters at this time in the different divisions. Yeah, so it's a good time and people get excited about it.
Okay, but how do you vote? Do you have like people selected to vote? Like how I feel like there might be some bias there voting for my own tree.
Yeah, that's why we generally try to have me, myself, the director, and the assistant directors do the voting, because then everybody is not. Those are the individuals that aren't personally putting up a tree. The divisions are. So we try to take that factor out of it.
Oh, that's so much fun. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for sharing all the festivities down at Sun Metro. I really also like the Grinch. I haven't heard of a Grinch ride before. I think that's a fun addition to Santa as well. Would love to see some more Grinches out on transit systems. So we'll move on to our next speaker, who is Betsy. She is the business program
Hello.
manager for communications over at the Regional Transportation District out in Denver. Hey, Betsy, how are you?
Hi, thank you for having me. This is my first time at this meeting, so I'm proud to represent RTD. We've done a lot of amazing things this holiday season. So, as you see in the photos, I'll walk you through some things. So, just starting out, I'll start with the bottom photo of our wrapped parade bus that does go into service after the Denver Parade of Lights. Denver has been hosting this parade in downtown Denver now for 51 years. This year was the 51st year. So you see, we have an employee there that matches the bus. So our holiday sweater for the last 3 years has actually matched the design of our wrapped bus. And we debut that as in Parade of Lights going into service the next day. So I actually will put a link in the chat of a video that we have of that parade and the process behind the scenes of the bus being wrapped, as well as the wrap train you see on the top photo. That's one of our light rail vehicles at our Littleton downtown station. So as part of our suite of what we call holiday happenings, we do pop-ups at different stations. The photo in the bottom right is at Denver Airport Station. We have a transit center there for both bus and rail. And so this was taken just before the Thanksgiving holiday, the Friday before, actually. So we start our holiday happenings typically in November, just getting people excited. We here in Denver, Halloween is over. It's holiday time immediately, like the next week. We're pretty excited. So we were joined. Actually, our transit police had representation as part of their community engagement at all of our events. So we just hand out cookies, answer questions if customers, especially those visiting at the from the airport specifically, how to ride RTD and enjoy it while they're visiting. So it's just a great time for us. The top photo was taken actually last Saturday at our Littleton downtown station, where we used a historic train depot building that's actually attached to the station and the park and ride to do visits with Santa. So that was something new that we haven't done before. I think we'll have a recap post if you want to follow RT on our social media channels. We had some great pictures we're going to share with the community, and thanks. But Santa came from Colorado Springs, not the North Pole, but he was a fantastic Santa. We were so excited, and we had a craft making station for kids, and just our time to connect with the community as well as promote zero fare for youth. So we do a lot of engagement activities geared towards youth, families with children. Story time on the train, which we started this year as well. But this last Saturday, Visits with Santa was successful. We had over 300 customers visit us. We did a pretty heavy social media campaign, had support. Just wanted also our staff to come out and enjoy. So we actually had employees and their families come and enjoy and mingle with our staff, who are the elves, if you will. So one other thing not mentioned on here, but just excited to share for RTD, during this holiday season, we were also able to launch Tap and Ride, which is our contactless payment at our stations and on our bus vehicles for customers who just want to purchase fare using a debit or credit card or Apple Pay, all the things. So we've just had a whole lot happening this year. And the last thing I'll just say, for the wrapped holiday train, which also you see matches the bus and the sweater. I'm actually wearing last year's or 2 years ago sweater, retro, vintage, is that I've lost my train of thought. I get so excited talking about this. But our teams, they do holiday gatherings and end of year gatherings within their own divisions. So I know the previous speaker talked about what we do for employees. And so we allow just the staff to, mingle together, give thanks, and appreciate within their own work units. We did not do what some of us refer to as a stuff-a-bus this year. We call that RTD Gives. That's our RTD Gives campaign. We did that last year using our parade bus, but we did a school supply drive over the summer wherein we collected school supplies, also promoting zero fare for youth and supporting our students throughout the district. So this year, during the holiday seasons, we just kept it to the holiday happening. So I may have gone over time, so I will stop there. But thank you so much for having me. This is so great.
Oh, thank you, Betsy. No, we have all the time, no rush on that whatsoever. I want to match a bus with a sweater. That sounds Awesome. I love that. And then, like you said, it's so fun to have like collector's items and vintage
Mhm.
holiday sweaters. That's so much fun. Well, thank you so much for sharing about your
Welcome.
holiday festivities and welcome to Cafe Con Lit. Thank you for
Thank
joining us
you.
today.
Yay, Betsy! Woo!
Yay, I saw you. Yay, go team.
Alrighty, our next speaker is Hallie. She is the Community and Events Manager at We Drive You. Hallie, hi, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you for having me. This is also my first Café Con Lit. I'm happy to represent We Drive You. Also, my first name is Haley,
I
and
am
my
so
last name
sorry, Haley.
is also Haley. So it's a great conversation starter. Everyone always is like, "What is your name?" I want to make sure I'm actually saying that right. But yes, so hopefully, everyone will remember me after this meeting.
Absolutely, very memorable.
So yeah, I'm the community and events manager here. So one of the programs that I help lead at We Drive You are our community programs, which is We Drive You Cares. And under that umbrella, is our Stuff the Bus program. So this is our 10th annual Stuff the Bus. We have our operations teams and our employees from the time of November, like Thanksgiving, up into right before Christmas, collect donations. It first started a long time ago at one location collecting toys for the Bay Area and children in need. And it has grown to all of our locations. So we're getting upwards of 50 operational
Wow.
locations collecting donations, varying from toys to food donations to homeless shelter donations. So there's so much variety. We are have we ha host those drives or gather those have those drives over 13 states in the United States, and then that is over about 45 cities and territories. And then we collect thousands of donations. So we really connect with, I help all of our operations teams connect with a local nonprofit. So something that their town and their local communities are really in need of at that time. So that's why it's kind of shifted from toys. You know, they look at their local communities and say, you know, we really have a food shortage, or our homeless is growing, population is growing. And so we kind of have started to focus on how we can give back to our local communities, our employees, that, you know, that's where they live and that's where they want to give back. And so that's a way for We Drive You and all of our also, our corporate and remote employees will contribute to those local communities as well and help them focus on giving back, kind of grassroots during the holiday season. So our Stuff the Bros programs this year are starting to wrap up. They're starting to deliver those toys and those donations this week. We're gathering pictures. And our employees, you know, tend to, it just helps team morale. They gather, they physically stuff those buses and go and deliver them to those nonprofits. And it really warms everyone's heart and kind of brings everyone together for the holiday season. So, that we're excited that this is our 10th year, and we're hoping to, this has definitely been our biggest one yet uh, with almost every operational site having a Stuff the Bus this year, and even some sites having over 1,000 donations just for their one location. So we're very excited, and we love giving back to our local communities.
Oh, Haley, that's fantastic. And like you said, what a great way to bring people together in a meaningful way, physically see the impact that they're having. If they're not necessarily operators or, in community like engagement staff, they're not necessarily seeing every day the impact that transit has on their community. So to be able to all come together and see all that happen, that's got to be, like you said, a really feel good moment for everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and welcome to Cafe Con Lit. Thank you for attending today.
Thanks.
Our next speaker is taking us over to AC Transit. It is Jackie, and she is the Senior Marketing Representative. Good morning, Jackie. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much. This is also my first Café Con Lit, and
Amazing. Welcome.
it's also my first year at AC Transit and my first time working in transit. So it is a lot of firsts for me this year. But
Yes, that's awesome.
it's been a pretty amazing experience. And this year, I had the pleasure of working on our holiday campaigns. So I'm super excited to share with you guys because there was a lot of firsts for not only me this year, but for everyone else as well. We have a long-standing tradition at AC Transit with providing free rides for our riders, and our holiday bus makes its way around all of our different divisions. So it's kind of a surprise every day where it's going to pop up and kind of delight riders with that free ride. This year is also our 65th anniversary. So we have had a big 65th anniversary campaign. And this year's design of our holiday bus is kind of a playful tie-in to our anniversary. Our bus is actually wrapped to kind of look like a gift with paper wrapping, gift tags, and a bow. And then when you look closer, it reveals our vintage bus peeking through. So you can kind of see it a little bit when you look closer. And our headline is Wrapped in Tradition, Rooted in the East Bay. And it kind of honors our 65 years of serving our riders and the East Bay. And this year, inside, we have a set of themed ad cards that kind of show all of the different buses we've had over the years, which is a wonderful way. In the past, we've had like Santa on top of the bus. They were quite adventurous in their designs previously, so it was kind of fun to go back through history and look at what we've done in the past. And this year, we actually went a step further and we decided to wrap the inside of the bus. And so as if you can look closer in the second photos below, we wrapped the ceiling of the bus in snowflakes and wrapped poles. And this was a first for the team. And being the first on board, it was really the first year for me, it was really great experience kind of meeting all of the different departments that I would work with, working with maintenance, working with our creative team, working with our in-house print shop, and kind of bringing this vision to life. And everyone was really excited and kind of jumped in to get it done. We had this printed on an iridescent vinyl. So when you walk through, it kind of shimmers and has this kind of immersive effect. We also offer our writers free gifts on board. So on the next pictures to the right, you can kind of see we have some gift tags that are offered to writers, as well as this year vintage holiday postcards that writers can pick up. And then on top of it all, we went even further and offered an activation where writers, when they're on board, can count the snowflakes or try to, because there's so many, they're hidden in various different areas. They can actually submit them through social media or on our website and try to guess. And whoever gets closest, 4 of them will win our 65th anniversary t-shirt. So it all kind of tied in, and it was really amazing to work with the team this year. I also want to give a shout out to the team. A separate project that we worked on this year that the team worked on was having a toy drive across all of our different divisions. Every day I walked into the office, the bins were overflowing with toys, and the toys are meant to serve different kids in our service areas. So shout out to the team that did that as well.
Oh, that's awesome. I am obsessed with the snowflake ceiling. That is such an awesome idea. Do we get to know how many snowflakes there actually are, Jackie? Wow, yeah, you need a long bus ride to count that many snowflakes.
Yes, you do. But we have gotten many guesses, so we're kind of tallying them up at the end of the year. So it's been really cool to see the different participation and just like kind of have that extra element of participation and hearing back from our writers. So.
No, that's a really good idea. And welcome to the transit family. The industry will never leave. We're so happy to have you. And you made a really good point of how many different teams and divisions it takes to wrap a bus or put on an event like that. So what an awesome way to like really get a full immersive experience within your first year of transit. You said it took, how many different teams worked on this project?
I would say almost four. So it was our marketing team, also our creative team, our in-house print shop, who is just they're amazing. They printed all of these vinyl pieces. We went out and measured the bus. We worked with our maintenance leadership team, and all the way down to going down to celebrating with apple cider and donuts on the day that we installed it. So everybody was really game, and I mean, these folks have decades of experience and they just embraced me with open arms and we're so excited for to bring all of our ideas to life. So it was, I got the really fun project this year.
I love that. Hopefully you get it next year too. This is so
Yes.
fun. Oh man. Well, Jackie, thank you so much for joining us today. Hope to see you at another Cafe Con Lit. Welcome to Transit. You have a family here. If you ever need any support or any encouragement, we all got each other's backs all the time. So thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, our next speaker is Jamie. She is the EVP and Chief Communications Officer at Dallas Area Rapid Transit. Jamie, hi, good morning. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
How does DART celebrate the holidays?
Well, it's really interesting to hear how everyone else is kind of doing it. We kind of share in the same kind of themes. So for since 2022, we have done holiday trains and buses. So we have three buses that we fully wrap and one full train that run for 6 weeks. They can be followed for various ways. We do it on our GoPass app. So once you get on the GoPass app, you can see where the trains and buses are and where they're going to be so that you can catch them. We have a lot of really cool activations that we use them for. One of them is for the Dallas Parade. And on that day, we also do our TRE, which is our commuter rail from Dallas to Fort Worth. Santa will start in Fort Worth and he'll ride the TRE train all the way into Dallas for the Dallas Parade in the morning. And then our bus is actually in the parade. We use it at sporting events and different types of community events throughout the holiday season. And as part of the holiday wraps and buses for more than 20 years, we've done a Stuff a Bus campaign. So this is toys and an essential drive, toys that benefit Toys for Tots, and then Santa Cops. These are essential goods like blankets, socks, hoodies, canned goods that are donated to the senior source. And we also partner with the Dallas Mavericks. So we do a Mavs game day activation where we bring one of our wrapped buses to a Mavs game, and we set up outside with our DART team, and they fill the bus up. So Mavs fans come and we promote with them on their media as well, and they just fill the bus up with all these types of toys and goods that really help the community around North Texas. And then, as most of you all have mentioned, it takes a lot of teams. So this is everywhere from our marketing teams to our operations teams to service planning that fills everything up on the GoPass app. So they're tracking the trains and buses. And we really work with them to make sure that throughout this time we get it across the entire service area. So 13 cities get to partake in some of this as well. And for our employees this year. We worked to make sure that we could do different types of holiday activations. We did a office decorating instead of a tree decorating, as was mentioned earlier. And so we have a couple of our senior team leaders go out and kind of do the judging for them, but it's across all of our divisions and at headquarters. And we did holiday parties, lunches at each one of our at headquarters and then at divisions so that we could all kind of get together and partake in some of the holiday spirit. We also do really good activations with different organizations across the area. So we do free rides on New Year's Eve. We partner with Coors Molson to give out free rides all of New Year's Eve across our trains, the entire system, buses, everything, Go Paratransit, or Microtransit, GoLink, and everything there. And we make sure that our executives partake in sharing that spirit as well. So we do different videos on our wrapped buses and trains that includes safety around holiday travel, thanking our writers in both English and Spanish. And we use those across our social platforms to get the message out. And then finally, we do this great thing that's been going on since 1987. We do the trains at North Park. So it's been a holiday tradition for a very long time, 38 years now. And they do this huge installation of trains that people come and visit from all over North Texas. And then throughout that area at North Park, you'll see different DART buses and trains set up across their entire village. So it's a huge shopping destination for North Texas. And so being a partner with them for so many years has been really great to make sure that people understand how vested DART is in the community across North Texas.
I think I need to make a trip to North Texas. That sounds like so much fun. I love that idea.
Yeah.
And you made a really good point. I mean, 13 service areas is a ton of area to cover. How far in advance do your team start working on this and plan? I mean, this is a labor of love.
Yeah, so for the past 3 years, the marketing team has been, they come up with a handful of designs, probably summertime, right? We start looking at designs in the summertime to prepare. And then each year it's been different. So we have a different design every year. Here you're seeing two different types of this joyride is our theme for this year. The year prior, we had snow globes, and each snow globe on the trains and buses was one of our member cities. So it had something that particularly pertained, and it was inside the snow globe. Plano, for instance, does a holiday carol as their big holiday event. So within the snow globe was carolers and different things that pertain to each one of our cities. And then our community relations team works really closely with operations ahead of time. I'm going to say operations probably says we don't give them enough time because we probably don't, but we try really hard to ask to have the holiday buses at each one of the different cities' holiday parades or Christmas events or community events. And we're so grateful that our operations team works with us to get this out there and into the communities.
Oh, that's fantastic. Jamie, thanks so much for hopping on today and sharing the festivities over at DART. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, our next speaker is Jeannie. She is the Vice President of Rail Operations at Chicago Transit Authority. I do have to admit, I am slightly biased and overly excited about this one because I live in Chicago, and chasing down the holiday train and the holiday bus is always super fun, at least for me. So Jeannie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Good morning to some, good afternoon to others. So first off, I want to say thank you so much. And like many others, this is my first Café Con LIT. So I really am excited to be here. So where do I start? When it comes to the holiday season, I just have to admit here at CTA, we truly believe that it is the most wonderful time of the year. We are now in our 34th year of operation, and we are delighted really to just spread the holiday cheer throughout the Chicagoland area with our holiday fleet. Our holiday fleet is inclusive of a 60-foot articulated bus that we have here in Chicago, along with our holiday train. And of course, as the Vice President of Rail Operations, I have my hands all over that holiday train. So I just really want to acknowledge that what also comes with, spreading the cheer with our amazing fleet, which is sponsored by Allstate this year. We also get an opportunity really to just connect with our communities. In addition to, operating the fleet, daily within our schedules, we also donate, and I don't think a lot of people know this, but we donate food baskets to the local communities. And so this year, I'm very excited. We had our food drop on yesterday. We donated approximately 500 baskets to local organizations within our community. We have employees donate their time and their money, so we're able to secure groceries, and items for, these food baskets. And I am so excited to address that. So just touching bases with the pictures that you have here, I do want to highlight that we have our All-State Holiday Bus. It is actually in a parade that we have here in Chicago, which is our Magnificent Mile Lights Festival that takes place the week before Thanksgiving. And so our bus always participates, and this is truly always the opportunity where our holiday train also peeks his head out for the holiday season, and it makes one trip out, just kind of giving a teaser to all of our customers. I'm very excited that we do get an opportunity this year. Our holiday bus, it expanded to 20 routes, within Chicago and our 34 suburbs, and then also we had our holiday train that is also featured here. And I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge how our holiday train is inclusive of 6 passenger rail cars, but we also have a sleigh, a flatbed where Santa sits outside in his sleigh. Yes, Santa is on the train. He rides it, rain, sleet, or snow. As we know in Chicago, our weather is always up and down. Today is a whopping 13 degrees. So I wanted to share that. But really, really excited. It covers all eight of our because all eight routes. So our rail customers do get an opportunity to see Santa in various I would say more so in various areas. We run it on certain schedules. We run them about 6 weeks, both the holiday bus as well as the holiday train. And one of the things that I also like to acknowledge on the weekends, we have an opportunity where customers and fans can come and actually take photos with Santa at our various rail terminals when Santa is along the route. And I want to let you all know that is truly an exciting time. I would be remiss, I had to include this picture where you see me along with some elves. So in Chicago, we have Santa who is on the holiday train, and on the holiday bus, we have Mrs. Claus. But a lot of this truly is supported by our employees who dress up as elves. This year we introduced toy soldiers. And the person sitting in the middle, it looks like me, but they've given me a title. I've been promoted to CEO, which is the Chief Elf Officer. Okay. And on each of our rail fleets, I'm responsible for, just again, assisting the elves on the holiday bus and the holiday train, ensuring that they stay in character. Our employees get elf names. So it's really, really a fun time. But another way that we also engage on this picture, we are at a holiday celebration. And so we get to do a lot of celebrating with our employees just for a lot of engagement for the holidays. I know many other agencies express that you do like different parties and different celebrations, but one of the things that you see, the picture that is to the top right, that picture is us at O'Hare. So we do 2 Sundays. One is at O'Hare. It is our employee appreciation day. We come out to the actual terminal, and again, it is dedicated for employees and their families to really just come out to a day that is just filled with just getting a chance to connect with one another. We have a lot of food. We have warm cider. We have hot chocolate. We have games and prizes. And it's really just a great way for us to reflect with our employees, to, connect, get an opportunity to kind of step outside of their daily duties and responsibilities and make this day really special. And in addition to our Employee Appreciation Day, we have what's called an Employee Trip Day, where this day is dedicated solely to employees here at Chicago Transit Authority, and they get to come with their families and they get to ride a nonstop trip from our Midway Orange Line terminal to the Loop and back. Really just giving the employees an opportunity to connect without the hustle and bustle of, dealing with our daily commuters, because our holiday buses and trains, they do get really, really, really packed. And the last thing I just wanted to acknowledge, I would not be me if I did not acknowledge that CTA is all about the swag. So as you see me here, I have our hat from last year. I do have our holiday sweater, but in the picture that you have at ctagifts.com, we have this year's sweater as well as this year's hat. I am very excited because in addition to purchasing these items are available to the public, but also internally. Not only can you find the sweater and the hat, but you can find many trains and many buses that also commemorate the holiday train. And on the train and the buses, we also have buttons as well as lapel pins that are for team members, and we also issue those out to the customers. So I just have to let you all know that it is a very exciting time for me. I've been involved with the holiday train probably now for my 13th year, and it is truly a magical time that we have during this holiday season. And I just like to say that not only do we provide, in my opinion, unique transportation experiences where you can see the lights and everything lit up, but it is also a really great opportunity for us to remember the importance of community and family during this time of year. So it's great for us to connect with our employees and their families, but also our customers and their families as well.
No, that's fantastic, Jeannie. Thank you so much. Yeah, the holiday train is absolutely epic every single year. I mean, the whole and Santa just hanging out there. I mean, he's been suffering through some inclement weather a couple years, and
Absolutely.
it's so much fun. I love when the schedule gets announced for the holidays and you can plan out your routes and pick the dates and know when to be where. Yeah, it's just a hoot. I want to know, how is it decided who gets to drive the holiday bus and operate the holiday train? Because it seems like I would want that shift the entire run for the holidays. How do you guys work that out?
Absolutely. So I know my colleague in bus operations, he has a process when they select the bus operator, and I believe it's multiple operators because they do go on different routes. But I get the pleasure of picking the operator. So I have two operators. They do split, the various routes. And so, yes, one of them, they both have a lot of tenure. One is a tenured employee of 24 years. He absolutely loves the holiday train. And so, again, he gets opportunities to, go on different media outlets. People are meeting him there because he's been doing it for such a long time. So yes, I continue to use him, but now we are, branching out and bringing on another operator just so he can pass down that knowledge. But he loves it so much. So I haven't, I like to give him that opportunity. But I know his retirement is coming soon. So, but yeah, it's been a wonderful time.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Jeannie, thank you so much for sharing CTA festivities. Also, thank you for joining Cafe Con Lit. Appreciate you being here. And yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right. Last but certainly not least, our final speaker is Nicole. She is the Director of Marketing over at Omnitrans. Nicole, hi. Good morning to you for California. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm also first timer to Café Con Lit and excited to be here. I've already learned a lot. I didn't know there were that many verses to Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Right?
So good information. But congratulations to everybody because there's been some really great ideas and holiday celebrations that are happening across the country that I plan on stealing some of. So I at Omnitrans, we're a smaller mid-size agency. I aspire to have a holiday sweater, so we'll get there. But there are a number of things we do for the holidays. And talking about the internal side, we do have a vintage bus that we use in holiday parades. Um, this year we have our ambassadors. We started an ambassador program this year, so they're giving out goodies to customers. We do have for the team like a winter gala, which is tomorrow night. So Dieter's getting his dancing shoes on, and we also have a celebration actually at Thanksgiving time, so that we can thank employees who may not celebrate Christmas. We do grocery gift cards for all employees at Thanksgiving and call it our Thankfall event. So those are some of the things we do. And then I know our operators also are able to wear their holiday gear during December. So those are fun things. And then probably the biggest thing we do on the public facing side is participate in the Spark of Love toy drive. So this is some people have talked about a Stuff of Us event. It's like that. It's just on a bigger scale for us here in Southern California. So Sparkle Love Toy Drive has been going on for, I think, about 30 years with one of the local TV news stations and Southern California firefighters. And we have been participating for 20 of those years. And so we basically donate buses for a day-long event that happens in Ontario. And so it's a broadcast day that starts at about 4 a.m. So our buses arrive at 3 and it goes till 6 p.m. And at the 6 p.m. mark, they shut the event down and we go drive the buses to warehouses where the toys are unloaded. And so I was trying to calculate, and I think we've filled about 180 buses with toys over the years that we've been participating. The great thing is, as many of you have said about your events as well, these are distributed to local families and kids in need. And over the years, it's grown. It's become a big event for the community and also for Omnitrans. So it's great that we're able to get employees involved. We have a toy drive within our organization in the weeks leading up. So at our facilities, we have the donation boxes. We have employees come and give. And on the day of the event, certainly we have teams that work. It's a lot of resources, a lot of coordination with marketing and ops to get buses down there and have staff for the day as well as marketing. But we also have employees who actually have taken vacation days to just every year to come and be part of the event and stay for 16 hours or however long it is. So it's become a real tradition in our community, and it's really helped, I think, strengthen our relationship with the community, the good feelings within the organization, and it's become really important. It's great to see, people who I've talked with folks who've said, I needed this a couple of years ago for my kids, and now I'm coming to donate because I'm in a better spot. So it's really great to kind of see those full circle moments. And it's a lot of fun. On the day of the event, we have, you're seeing a lovely Santa Claus picture there, but we also have Raider cloths, and people bring llamas, and there's all kinds of fun and craziness that goes on. But the other thing I would say is, this has been, it's at first it was like, we need you to donate buses. We've been able to kind of grow that partnership. We certainly do it for the community, but it's a side benefit for us that, we're also able to get some broadcast coverage this day and talk about new service, like our new BRT service, West Valley Connector, that's starting this year, and things like that. So it's kind of a merging of a lot of priorities, and it's become something that we truly look forward to participating in every year.
Oh, that's fantastic, Nicole. Thanks so much for sharing. 180 buses. That is no joke. That's a lot of donations supporting the community. And I love what you said too about the full circle moments. That must just be so fulfilling and rewarding to be able to really see the direct impact that your agency has with the community it serves.
It is great. Thanks.
Awesome. Well, I feel like I have still been speaking a lot. The chat has been, I feel like we're feeling conversational today. Anyone else on the call feel like sharing your Christmas festivities or your holiday festivities or anything to do with celebrating? I'd love to hear more ideas. Don't make me call on people because I will.
Mhm.
Yes, Alvaro. Hi, how are you?
Hey there, hey everybody. Nice being here with you all. I'm not representing any transit agency, but I happen to be based in the Kansas City metro area. And our streetcar, who recently celebrated an extension of its line, hosted a music holiday jam on board. So I'm sharing first a nice video posted on Instagram of the ride, and people, listening to music and engaging and enjoying that. And then the official website in case you want to learn more about it. But, we thought that was a nice way also to celebrate the holidays. There was a call for musicians to apply for this program. So that also created some engagement ahead of time. And yeah, people really enjoy it. So sharing that with you all, and happy holidays.
Thanks, Alvaro. I love a holiday jam. That sounds like so much. We need to do like a karaoke sing along on a holiday bus. Like that would be such a hoot. Sal, hi, how are you doing today?
Good morning. Hi, Megan. Thank you so much to you and the Lit board for putting the focus on this on Café Con Lit, because there's so many amazing things that we do as a transit industry out there to connect with our communities, with our employees. And I want to just say thank you to everyone that shared today. I really enjoyed all the different activities that are going on out there. But I also want to share one more thing very selfishly. We also get a little toy bus that we can have, and every bus that we have, and look at the number, the
I love
year.
that.
So these are collectibles. People love these. I give them away as presents. I share them with people. So there's just a lot that we do out there. And just thank you for all of you, and congratulations for the hard work that you're doing. Our creative team, Jackie, Andy, and Claudia Burgos, they're amazing. I love our staff. They do a great job. So I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Sal. I absolutely echo those sentiments as well. It's been so fun looking at all the different holiday celebrations. I always love getting in the festive mood and festive spirit. Raphael, did you have your hand raised?
Yeah, thank you, Megan. Hello, everyone. My name is Raphael Regan. I'm with SF Bay Ferry over here in the San Francisco Bay Area. This is my first Cafe Con Lit, so excited to be here. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share this holiday season as well as past. We try and do a bunch of things kind of for the passengers to kind of keep it festive. One of those things is we participate in the lighted yacht parade here in the Bay Area. Over at the Oakland Alameda area, and so we dress one of our boats up with a bunch of exterior lights, and then we do a special trip on the evening of the parade, which is always it's very popular. This year, I think our tickets sold out in 6 hours after putting the tickets up. So that was it's always fun to kind of see all the families, and we get a lot of kind of recurring people that come every year. So that's been great. We also host Santa on board a lot of our trips. Our commuter ferries trips range from 20 minutes to an hour. So on a bunch of those trips, we'll have a Santa kind of be on board and greet commuters and everything. So that's always fun. And then over the next couple weeks, we will be having musical acts every Friday on board select commuter trips as well. A couple of those trips, I think, will actually have a DJ on board. So we try and do a bunch of things to kind of keep it festive for people commuting across the bay on the water.
That's awesome. I've never heard of a boat parade before. I think I have added yet another thing to my travel list for the holidays. That sounds like an absolute, I guess I better be ready to buy a ticket because I mean, that sounds like harder than getting the Eras Tour tickets. That's 6 hours. That's pretty intense.
Yeah, it was intense for sure.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us, Raphael, and also welcome to CCL. Hope to see you back again next month. Kevin, hey, how are you today?
Hey everybody, great to see you all. Happy Café Con Lit, happy holidays. Just really quickly wanted to share some of the work we're doing at Metrolink here in Southern California. I put a link in the chat, but we do have a Holiday Express train which we've been running for a few years. And since Metrolink does serve the broader Southern California area, this is an event that actually goes all throughout the region. So basically over 3 different weekends, we go to different locations out to San Bernardino, out to Riverside. We're actually going to be going this weekend, Simi Valley, downtown LA and LA Union Station, and all the way down to Orange County and Irvine, where we were this last weekend. And this is we deck out a 6-car train set. We typically, actually, all these events have sold out, so we typically have anywhere between 800 and 900 passengers on each of the trains. A lot of those are kids that are excited to get part of the holiday season. And we bring on a bunch of special guests like Elsa and Anna and Santa, Mickey, all coming out throughout the train event to actually, interact with the guests, interact with the kids. It's a lot of fun. There's great photos and videos that come out every single year, and people are just really excited to get across it. So we love doing it. We have one more weekend this coming weekend where we'll be out on Riverside and Simi. It's going to be a lot of fun. We do a toy drive, and I think a couple people mentioned merch. We definitely get in the spirit with the merch. So there's a train on here somewhere. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, really excited to be a part of it, and I'm glad to hear of so many great creative things that are happening throughout the U.S. and in our regions as well.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. Wow, 800 to 900 people. That is
And
high
that's
demand.
each train. So there's 2 each day. So then that's, whatever it is, 15,
Math.
1,600 people every day. And yeah, the train ride we actually do, you get on the train, you go out to, a location and then turn back essentially. So it's about, a bit over an hour on the train, and then a bunch of activities that we have with local partners, local transit partners. So like Omnitrans was here, they were at our San Bernardino event. So always very localized to the region for each of the events. Lots of giveaways, lots of things for kids to just be involved in. So it was great.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kevin. Steve, hey, how are you today?
Hey, Megan. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everyone. So I wanted to jump on and say that for many years, I was involved at CTA on the bus operations side and worked closely with Jeannie, who I was very happy to see on here. Very good friend of mine. I left CTA this summer, came over to Milwaukee County Transit System, where we don't have a holiday bus, but it's something that next year we would like to roll out. So I have that experience, but being a part of it for many years at CTA was just fantastic. It was probably the highlight of the year, honestly, for a lot of people. When that bus pulls up And it comes to, we have 7 bus garages at CTA. It would be there for photo shoots and opportunities to bring your family. Everyone looked forward to it. I worked with scheduling the elves on the bus, along with the drivers. You had asked how the drivers were selected. 7 different garages would pick a driver each. They'd have, good record, good safety record, carry themselves well spoken, wear the uniform, sharp. So some criteria for that. And it was really the highlight of the year. Just the holiday season, holiday train, the holiday bus, having ridden the holiday train myself with my family, circling the loop area. It's fantastic. And it just brings so much joy to be a part of an organization like the CTA, which I am hoping to roll out at Milwaukee County Transit System in the coming years.
I love that. Yeah, Milwaukee should definitely leverage your experience. I mean, the bus is also epic. I mean, all the inside, all the seats, anything that can be decked out in Christmas is decked out in Christmas. And I feel like it's actually even more exciting when you see the holiday bus because I'm like, oh, there it is, a little squeal. It's so exciting when it rolls by, even if you're not riding it. So thanks, Steve. Appreciate you sharing your festivities with us.
All right. Thank you.
Christina, yes.
One last quick comment. I just want to say how impressed I am with all of these communities having the opportunity to experience this. This is true community engagement. And for many in my community that we are more car-based than transit-based, these types of events are really the only opportunity that we have to learn about our transit system and the way that it works. And so they're so important. And I'm so glad to see that your organizations are funding opportunities like this, because this is something that most people in your community will have access to at a nominal cost, a lot of times for free. And it's a way for them to learn about transit careers. It's a great way to recruit for your future workforce and introduce them to your system. So bravo, this is something you all should definitely be investing in. It is by far probably the most community engagement with the biggest return on investment when you come to think about it. So congratulations on being able to execute those programs. And that's all I have to say. I'm so impressed.
I couldn't agree more, especially if this is some people's first experience with your system. What an awesome, joyful, positive experience that they have interacting with your buses and with your trains and with your other vehicles. And hopefully they'll be able to continue carrying that sentiment anytime they interact with your system moving forward. So I definitely agree, Christina. I know we're almost at time, so I just wanted to say thank you again, everyone, for participating, sharing your ideas and your activities. I know a lot of people are going to be exchanging different ideas and rolling out new things next year. So appreciate you guys hopping on, and happy holidays. I hope it is peaceful and restful for everybody. You're able to actually step away and take some time to yourself. And thank you again for joining us. We'll be back next month with brand new topics, and stay tuned for Lit 2026. We got a lot of fun things in store. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
All right. Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
Happy holidays.